Hey everyone, it's Sue here, and I'm working in Romans 6. I'm focusing on verse 14, but I'm just going to read a little bit from verse 6. And it reads, "We know that our old self was crucified with him in order that the body of sin might be brought to nothing, so that we would no longer be enslaved to sin. For one who has died has been set free from sin." And then verse 14, "For sin will have no dominion over you, since you are not under the law, but under grace." So I am going to be using this stamp set right here that I got on Etsy, and it's from Faith Art Inspiration. And I'm going to use the word saved by grace, and I'll probably pull in some other images from this stamp set, and these are great. They're some of my favorites. I have 4 of her sets, and I love the red rubber stamps. But before doing that, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do something very similar on this page that Rebecca did on hers. So this is for the 6th prompt in Rebecca Jones's series, Heaven is Calling. And let's see here. I'm going to actually use, I think I'm going to use these 2 colors of Dr. P.H. Martin's, and it's the Hydrus series, and they are watercolors. So I'm hoping that they're not going to be too dark, because I do want to see the words, and I do want, I don't know. Well, let's see. So at this point, what Rebecca did, look at that color. Oh my gosh, is it not beautiful? It is just beautiful. So I do actually have the clear gesso down on the page, and I also sprayed water right onto the page, and I'm taking a little bit of this Hydrus watercolor and just getting it down. I was going to try to use 2 different colors of blue. So like when you go to watch Rebecca's video, like the way that she's doing this page, like she's using blue as well, but her process is a little bit different than mine. And what she did, which is really, really, really cool, and you need to go watch it, but it took her like 2 or 3 hours to have it dry. I'm going to do something different. So, and I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll see. So what she did was she ended up having the page look like, or I should say the paint look crinkly. That's the only way I can explain it. Very, very, very cool effect that she did. And she used, it was like a plastic cellophane type paper that she crumpled up and put on top of it and let it dry and then pulled it off. Well, and I don't have that time to, you know, wait 2 or 3 hours. So I figure, well, let me just try it with the paper towel. And I think it looks close. I mean, I don't think it has to be exact, that's for sure. But I like it. I like it so far. I think what I'm going to do, because I just love yellow, I think I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to this page. And you can see some yellow here from the other side of the page. So I don't know, do I have a date on this? This is definitely one of my first, over here, one of my first pages in this Bible, or Bible art journaling at all. And I don't know if at that point in time I used clear gesso. I don't know. But whatever, it definitely, you can see the shadow on the back side here. And it's a yellowish gold color is what it is. So I think I'm just going to add a little bit of yellow to this page, which will tone down. Like, to me, that's like jumping out at me. And I don't like that. So What I'll do is I'll take a little bit of the yellow, gorgeous, 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 and this is Hansa Yellow Light. Now this watercolor is so vibrant and goes such a long way. I'm going to start with just a teeny, 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 tiny little dot right there, and we're just going to see if we need to add more. Well, I'm going to put a little bit of water in it, and I'm just going to go in certain places, right, to see oops, I don't want that to go all over, just to get a little bit of yellow on here. You know, I've been doing several pages. It's funny to me, I must be in this like 70s kind of mood because I've been doing so many pages like with the very I want to say hippie-ish colors, you know, like tie-dye type thing. And here's another one, very tie-dye-ish, if you will. I think what I'm going to do on this is then just take this and do this to soak up any of the excess. I put a piece of deli paper as well under the page just to help protect the pages underneath. All right, so you know what? I like this a lot because for me, on this particular page, I did need to cover up the yellow over here of the words from the other side. Let's go ahead and add some stamping on here now. So if you have never used these Hydrus watercolors, I mean, they are expensive, but I can highly recommend them. And this is the set right here. The two blues actually, well, this is more like I guess a purple. And this one goes here. And what I did was I used these two colors yesterday, and I put the color in there so that I can go back. I didn't want to waste any, so it was a good place for me to put some of the watercolor, and then it dried overnight, and then today I was able to use it again. Okay, so I'm going to pull out Saved by Grace. And here's the word grace and Saved by Grace. So let me pull out an acrylic block. Oops. I'm so quiet, aren't I? Oh my goodness. Okay. Now this particular block has lines on it. And do I pay attention too much to the lines? Probably not as much as I should. But what I will do is I'm going to stamp on here first on this piece of paper. And I'm using the black archival. Oops. Ah, sorry. And I just want to see, I mean, I could have like Saved by, you know, it's so hard, right? When you're looking at words upside down, I could have these words facing the wrong way or totally uneven. Saved by Grace, that's it. Perfect. That's what I want. So, I definitely want to get the cross on here as well, because that is... let's see, you know what, I have to stamp one more time because now I have to look. So now I'm looking at the way the stamps look on this end, and I'm not sure exactly what angle to have it. So let me just try. Okay, so now I know. You know, I usually don't prepare. Like for me, that was like a lot to prepare right there. I usually just go and do it, and that's it. Okay, Saved by Grace. I definitely want to pull in this cross, and we'll probably give it a little special color. And we're going to put this here. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, she's just stamped beautifully. And do I want to pull anything else? Maybe I'll pull in some leaves. And the 2 leaves that are right here are on one stamp, which is nice because then I don't have to futz with 2 different leaves to get them even. I'm going to try not to cover, I think I'll go off just a little bit because I don't want to cover the name of the book up there. But this down here, I can definitely have plenty of room down here. Nice, pretty, 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 pretty. Trying to think if I need these anywhere else, but then I'm thinking it'll be too much. You know what, sometimes, well, I usually do go overboard, I must say, I must admit, but, you know what, I'm going to stick with this for this moment, and let's see. So I think what I'll do now, I do want to color in the cross, and maybe like a darker blue would be nice. Perfect. So this is a Faber-Castell Pitt pen, and it's the narrow one. And all I'm really doing at this point, easy peasy, is just coloring in the cross. I do want to see the black lines that define the cross, so I definitely don't want to go over the black. And don't be afraid to turn your Bible or your art journal page or whatever you're working on. Get it in at an angle that works for you, because otherwise you're going to possibly, you know, mess it up, and you don't want to do that. And it's weird, but I had to actually hear somebody say that once for me to do it. So, hey, you know, I guess I have to be slapped upside the head once in a while to, I think I'll go with the darker green. So here's 2 more Pitt pens. Yes, I definitely have to be slapped upside the head sometimes to, you know, it's like those common sense things. It's like, yeah, why didn't I think of that? So what I think I'll actually do here is to give it just a little bit more dimension is go in with 2 colors. And let me do this now and try to blend just a little bit. I wasn't intending to do this, but I think that will look good like that. So the top half of the leaf is a darker green and the bottom is lighter. And giving that dimension easy, you know, very easy, is definitely helps to, I'm trying to think which I'm going to do darker here. It definitely helps to make it look more realistic. And there's a lot of different pens and markers and stuff out in the market to blend and make the colors look really well together. All right, so that's it. And the page is done at this point, and I love the way that it looks. So I did use the blue in the cross, and it really makes that pop. And again, the verse is, "For sin will have no dominion over you, since you are not under law, but under grace." So definitely check out Rebecca's video. I will have a link to it below. And let me know if you have any questions, and I would love to have you as a subscriber, and you'll find that link below as well. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.